Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent licensed in all 50 states. You're saying, Stan, I've heard of a manifesto, but what is a stanifesto? That's my first book. First book on Amazon, the Annuity Man Stanifesto, where I kind of vomited everything I knew at the time, which was a ton. But after that, I've also written a lot of owner's manuals that you can get for free on my site. And I think if you email me, stan@theannuityman.com, I think there's some signed copies of the Stanifesto. And on the front is me and a vibrant young, I think I was in my late 40s. Big C behind the camera. I know you're saying, man, that must have been incredible. I mean, yes, there's no gray hair. I was actually wearing a suit. I had yet to transition to, I still had all the suits from Morgan Stanley and Payne Weber and Dean Witter and all that stuff. Today's topic's a good one. Do fixed annuities provide compound interest? I'm going to answer that question in a very straightforward fashion after this. So annuities and compound interest, I think we're talking about primarily are MYGAs, multi-year guarantee annuities. That's the annuity industry's version of a CD. It's a fixed annuity. It has full principal protection, no annual fees, no market attachments, no moving parts, just a guaranteed rate for a specific period of time. If you go to my site, you can pull up the best MYGA rates for your specific state. We're licensed in all 50 states and Puerto Rico, so you can see what is out there and what you can lock in. And typically with MYGAs, you can do 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, all the way out to 10 year. And that's an interest rate that you're locking in contractually. The vast majority of those MYGA rates are compound interest. Now you can use MYGAs inside of Roth IRAs, regular IRAs, traditional IRAs, non-IRAs or checking account type money. They can be placed anywhere. And regardless, and let's just look at their compound interest, 99% of them. But let's just say in a non-IRA account, checking account type money, money market account type money, you can buy a MYGA and have the interest grow and compound tax deferred. Now you're going to have to pay taxes once you eventually cash it out, but you can, someone asked me the other day, hey, can I just roll these MYGAs forever and then have my beneficiaries worry about the taxes? Yeah, you can. That's just passing the compound interest buck to your beneficiaries. And they'll get over it. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing for them. Screw them. You've been taking care of them your whole life. My daughter's going to have to deal with some things because, I'm not going to do everything. I say that, but I probably will. But the point is, it's compound interest. Now, there are some companies out there that have MYGAs, multi-year guarantee annuities, with simple interest, but we will point that out to you. And a lot of times it looks like a higher interest rate, but it's simple interest. So if you really run the numbers, the compounding numbers are a better contractual deal for you. But I'd say about 4 years ago, a lot of the companies were playing games like that, and they were doing simple interest instead of compound. And I would call them up, I'm like, lawyer up, player, because these people are being solved not by us, of course, we're telling the truth, but a lot of agents don't even know compound from simple, so you're getting this higher interest rate. Well, it's simple interest, okay? What's compound? Somebody called compound interest like the eighth wonder of the world. Yeah, I mean, it truly is. And in the annuity industry, the cool part is in a non-IRA account, you can have money grow and compound tax deferred, which is pretty cool, especially in the confiscatory, is that the word? You know what I'm saying? They're coming and getting it, your money from a tax standpoint. You can just keep pushing the tax puck down the ice, hockey analogy. So you're saying, wait a minute, Stan, what if the government comes in and then says, well, that compound interest, that's no more, we're not allowing that. Good luck with that. There's not a politician that's going to step on that rail because the life insurance lobby, they are the hammer in DC. It's not going to happen. I mean, tax deferral is not going anywhere. And if it does, boy, we are in some serious straits at that point in time. I'll tell you, if that happens, all bets are off. But it could happen. I mean, we're in a stage right now in the country where people without money are voting for people that have the money. They're not for them, they're voting for their money. They want to get their money, confiscate their money, tax their money. It's coming. There's nothing that people that's worked hard and scrimped and saved and done it the right way, there's nothing you can do. You can't hide. All you can do is play by the current rules, and the current rules are compound interest is tax deferred in a non-IRA account using multi-year guarantee annuities. Now, a lot of you out there going, wait a minute, you hadn't really talked about index annuities. And this boy down the road, man, he's telling me this right now. You can get lots of good return on index annuities. Please, 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 please don't fall for those sales pitches. Please buy contractual guarantees. There's no guaranteed return on indexed annuities unless you choose what's called the declared rate, which is very, very, very low. All of the spreads, caps, and participation rates that you're being pitched, those aren't guaranteed returns. Those are maybes. In my world, there is no maybes with annuities. There's guarantees with annuities. Okay? Just remember that. Don't fall for any of that, well, this is a better deal and this one's going to compound at a much higher rate because of the index. No, there's no guarantee there. And with indexed annuity returns, they typically go in this sequence. 6%, 4%, 0, 0, 2, 3, 7. That's typically how it works. RILAs as well, registered index linked annuities, same thing. Okay? If you want growth, go get market growth. If you want growth, don't buy an annuity. If you want contractual guarantees, buy the contractual guarantees of the policy. Because if you buy hopes and dreams, you're going to own the contractual guarantees. You're going to find that out. That the hopes and dreams that were sold never come true. Never, ever, ever come true. So compound interest, yes, absolutely, all day long with multi-year guarantee annuities. All day long. Okay? That's real yield. I'm going to go in the weeds a little bit here. Income rider, roll-up rates, that's not real yield, so that's the reason we're not talking about that. That's monopoly money that can only be used for lifetime income guarantee calculations. That's not real yield. So Johnny Appleseed says, get a 20% bonus and 8% compounded. That's not real money. MYGAs, multi-year guarantee annuities, real money, real yield, real interest rates. Okay, that can compound, or you can take out that interest if you want. It's your call. It depends on the carrier, depends on the specific MYGA. But remember, typically 3 years and out, MYGAs beat CDs historically. Okay, so I hope that answers the question. Go to my site at theannuityman.com, and there's a live MYGA feed. You just put in your state of residence and then the duration, and poof, up it comes. And then we're going to advise you we're going to show all carriers, then we're going to advise you if we're recommending those specific carriers. Some we are, some we aren't. We have our own risk mitigation group that determines what we're looking at. If it's A+ or better, we're recommending it. Anything below that, I'm taking a case-by-case basis, especially with MYGAs. Hey, do me a favor. Above me, spinning clock is a video I did on lifetime income. And you need to take a look at that. If you're looking at building your income floor, adding to the annuity you already have, which is Social Security, beefing up that money that's coming in every single month, that video will explain how it all works and how it all is priced. There's a lot of misconceptions out there, not only by the consumers, but a lot of the agents don't know. So if you're an agent watching this, A, I don't know why you're watching this because I'm not going to hire you, but B, you might learn something since you're here. Do that. But if it's made for the consumer, so please take a look at that. And shoot me an email if you want the stand. I think we have a few stand-up. I think we have like 100 copies left. They were going like hotcakes a long time ago. But I had fun writing it a long time ago, but now I'm writing these owner's manuals. And by the way, I'm doing a video every day until I drop dead. So look for it. Every Monday through Sunday, there's a video. I think it drops at the same time every single day of me talking about annuities and educating you and edutainment. Making it a little bit of fun and a very boring topic, but a topic that you need to understand because it might help you with chapter 2 of your life. My name is Stan, the Annuity Man. See you next time.